Ants. These tribal inhabit the hilly tracts of erstwhile Adilabad district. Their mother tongue is Marathi. They are divided into two endogamous groups, Varthali and Khaltali. Varthali are superior to Khaltali. There are no marital relations among these two groups. Marriages are made by negotiations and sometimes by intrusion also. Chief deities worshipped by Ants are Kandoba, Mariali, Bhavani, Mahadev, etc. For the past 4 decades, they have been worshipping Phulaji Baba. They mainly subsist on agriculture, followed by agricultural labor. They partly subsist on collection of forest produce and fishing. Chenchu tribes are found in Nallamala hills spread in the districts of Nagar Karnool and Nalgonda. They are Telugu-speaking food-gathering tribe, very conservative tribal group and have not made much changes in their lifestyle or try to adapt modernity. They collect varieties of jungle products. They are hunters. They hunt wild animals, but they abstain from eating beef. They are adept in honey collection of 3 varieties of honey: Guttatene, rock honey; Chettutene, tree honey; Puttatene, anthill honey. A team of Chenchus consists of an adult, his wife and his brother-in-law usually go to collect honey from high mountains or cliffs. A Chenchu village is known as Penta. Each Penta consists of few huts spaced out. The traditional house of Chenchus is small conical or oblong hut with wattle walls and thatched roof. Monogamy is the most prevalent form of marriage. Goats, sheep, buffaloes and cows are the domestic animals. They have council of elders, which is headed by a man called Peddamanishi. He is responsible for holding harmony in the village. Chenchus believe that they are the descendants of the couple Mallikarjun and Chenchu Lakshmi. They worship many deities and spirits. Goats are reared by many tribal groups in Telangana. In order to protect them from wild animals like wolves and tigers, the tribals construct goat pen and accommodate their goats in it during nights. The Koyas living along the banks of Godavari construct the goat pen near their houses on a wooden platform of 2 feet height. Chenchus living along the banks of Krishna invariably construct the goat pen on a high raised manchan of 6 to 7 feet height, which is not reachable to tigers. Similarly, the Gonds. Tribals used to store grains in grain banks, Gram Dan Golas, on an elevated platform for use by the needy in times of emergency. Particularly, the Rajgons of erstwhile Adilabad district have a traditional code of practice in this respect. Gonds are the greatest of the primitive tribes of Indian peninsula, not just by their numbers, but also in their vast expanse of their habitat and their historical importance. They are mostly found in erstwhile Adilabad district. They live in a community who are occupied throughout the year with agricultural activities, seasonal festivals, participating in rituals connected with birth, marriage and death. Even today, you will find them living in small huts made out of mud, speaking language of their ancestors, Gondi. They grow jowar, red gram, black gram, cotton, etc.
They never eat the first fruits or new food grain without offering their village deity. Their main god is called Parasa Pen. They also worship Shambhu Mahadeva, Pandey Kuparlingal and Jangubai. In their dialect, they are known as Pen. They also worship Sheshnag called Nagoba. And on New Moon Day of Pushyamasam, January to February, they all come together from different places to Keslapur in Adilabad district to worship him, which is called Nagoba Jatra. Monogamy is the general rule, but polygamy is also found. Gonds perform robust dance called Gusadi during Diwali time. Both male and female perform Dandari dance during marriage ceremonies.
Kolam tribe are found in erstwhile Adilabad district. They live in exclusive settlements in interior forests and mountainous tracts. Telugu-speaking people can call them Mannivarlu, meaning people living in the forest area. In their own language, they are known as Kolavar. Kolams trace their descent to Bhima and Hidimbi, the well-known characters from Mahabharata. Kolam treats Hidimbi as their patron goddess and Bhima as supreme deity. They maintain symbiotic relations and possess identical clan systems. They prepare baskets, wattle walls and winnowing fans from bamboos and eke out their livelihood. Kolams are cultivators and agricultural laborers. They grow jowar, black gram, cotton, red gram, etc. They celebrate Pokke Kotta Panduga, ceremonial eating of new mohua flowers. Mondos, New Year festival and ceremonial ploughing. Akhandi, deities for protection of cattle, and Kottalu, eating of new food grains. Koyas. These tribes mainly inhabit the hilly areas of erstwhile Khammam and Warangal districts and sparsely found in Adilabad and Karimnagar districts. Godavari and Sabari rivers, which are flowing through their area of inhabitation, exercise profound influence on Koya's economic, social and cultural life. Koyas of Khammam district speak Koya dialect called Chettu Bhasha, tree language, or Gali Bhasha, air language. Marriages by negotiation is the most preferred one among them. Monogamy is the general practice among Koyas. Koyas have settled as cultivators. They grow jowar, ragi, bajra and other millets. Their lands are very fertile due to periodic floods of Godavari river. Lord Bhima, Korrarajulu, Mamili and Potaraju are the most revered deities to Koyas. The main festival is Vijjipandum, seeds charming festivals, and Kondal Kolupu, festival to appease hill deities. Most important fair attended by them are Sammakka Saralamma Jatara, which falls once in 2 years on full moon day of the Magha Masam, January or February, at Medaram village in Tadwai Mandal of Warangal district. Lambadis. They inhabit throughout the plain areas of Telangana. They are the largest tribe in the state of Telangana. They live in exclusive settlements of their own called Tandas, usually away from the main villages or cities, tenaciously maintaining their culture and ethnic identity. Traditional dress of the men comprises of dhoti, upper garment and bright-colored turbans. The women folk wear langa of coarse cotton prints, richly embroidered with several folds at the waists. They are famous for their Banjara dance and singing. Traditionally, they live in joint families, but nowadays they are moving into nuclear families. Marriage by negotiation is the only accepted way of performing marriage. Tees is a festival held in each Tanda during the early weeks of monsoon by elderly men and women involving children. The festival is aimed at teaching the girls and boys to grow crops carefully. Lambadis are experts in cattle breeders and largely subsist by sale of milk and milk products. They settle in modern times on land and became good agriculturists.
Medaram is a village spread across Jampanna Wagu, where Goya tribe lives. Sammaka and Saralamma, the mother and her equally heroic daughter, in order to protect the rights of the tribals, have become real goddesses for Goyas. Medaram Jatra, held every other year, is the most euphoric celebrations of tribals who congregate from all over India, is laced in history, folklore and legend that portrays larger-than-life image. More than 1,000-year-old historical Medaram Jatra ranks as one of the biggest fairs in the Asian continent. Call it the Kumbh Mela of Telangana, attracting more than 10 million footfall from all over India.
Panchayati. The tribes inhabiting various parts of the country with their varied traditions constitute a colorful constituent of the veritable cultural mosaic. In a tribal village, each tribe has its own tribal council and the entire village possesses village council. Each tribal council of the village has a Kulapedda as its head and definite number of persons as members in the council. Kulapedda is hereditary. The affected party reports the case to the Kulapedda and prays for justice. The Kulapedda sends the message to other members of the tribal council and the community members to attend at the central place of the village called Saduru through Havaldar or Buriki or Chalan. Generally, the Kulapedda takes view of majority members of the council and announces his decision. The Panchayat first tries to settle the dispute through compromise, and if their trials become fruitless, then only they try to decide the guilty by pursuing the ordeals. The main habitat of the Thotis is erstwhile Adilabad district. Thoti speak a dialect of Gondi language. They call themselves Birid Gond. Their traditional occupation is acting as bards to their Gond patrons. They are divided in 4 exogamous phratries, just as sagas of Gonds. All the phratries or sagas are subdivided into exogamous clans. Thoti women practice tattooing, but presently, majority of Thotis are earning their livelihood through agriculture and agricultural laborers. They are very fond of jewelry. Their marriage patterns is similar to Gonds. Monogamy is their general rule, but polygamy is also found. The political organization at the village level among Thoti tribe is known as Panch. It consists of Patla, Mahajan, Devari, Gatiyal and Havaldar. They worship the same deities as Gonds. Yerukalas. They are found throughout the plain areas of Telangana. They are called Yerukala after their women's traditional profession of fortune telling, Yeruka Chaputa. They have a dialect of their own called Yerukala Bhasha. It is derived from Dravidian languages. They are usually nuclear families. Monogamy is common form of marriage, but sometimes polygamy is also permitted. They worship Hindu gods like Lord Venkateshwara and Narsimhaswamy, deities such as Ankamma, Kollapuram Sunkalamma, Poleramma, Yellamma. They are non-vegetarians. Their traditional occupation include basket making, mat weaving, pig rearing, rope making, etc. Women are specialized in soothsaying and fortune telling.
అందరికి
అందరికి ఏకశిరంగాని వాళ్ళు మాయలు కొట్టే ఏమన్నా మాయలు మొత్తం
Konda Reddys. They inhabit on the either side of the river Godavari in the hilly and forest tracts of Khammam district. Their mother tongue is Telugu. The name Konda Reddy means hail headman. They collect and sell non-timber forest produce like tamarind, adda leaves, myrobalan, broomsticks, etc. The traditional houses are usually square. The walls are built with wattle mats plastered with mud. The house has large space and utilized it for keeping the animals and kitchen garden. They worship gods of nature and celebrate festivals like Mamidi Kotta Panduga, Bhudevi Panduga, Gangamma Panduga and Vanadevudu Panduga. During these festival celebrations, all gather together and share their happy moments with each other.